Good Wednesday afternoon. Our monsoon still taking a little bit of a vacay over the next couple of days. Clear skies tomorrow, Friday, and Saturday, and our temperatures will top out at near 100 degrees all 3 days. But don't fret, we do see a chance for rain returning Sunday and especially on Monday. A lot of folks worried about the clouds getting in the way of viewing our solar eclipse on Monday. Here's what you need to know. TUCSON time, the eclipse begins at 9:16. The maximum eclipse, which do keep in mind we are only going to see about 60% of the sun's disk being eclipsed here in Tucson, but the maximum eclipse at that 60% will happen at 10:36. When the eclipse ends around 12:03, we are expecting fair conditions. So good for the start, good viewing conditions for the maximum eclipse point, and then fair conditions come the afternoon, only because we could start to see some of those clouds rolling in. We'll talk more about that chance for rain on Monday in just a bit, but we do expect decent conditions for viewing Monday morning's solar eclipse. So here's the anatomy of a solar eclipse. You probably don't need me to tell you the moon orbits the earth orbits the sun, right? But on Monday, we will be in a very unique position to where the United States, all of the United States, will be in the shadow of the moon as it passes between the sun and the earth. Now, there are two shadows, sort of the outskirts of the shadow. We call that the penumbra. And then there's the umbra, that is the full shadow. And folks who are under that full shadow are in what we call the path of totality. More on that in just a second. But what you do need to know is that you don't want to look directly at the sun. Never do that, and especially during an eclipse. Sunglasses alone will not provide sufficient protection. You really need to have one of the approved solar filter glasses specifically designed for viewing solar eclipses. Now you can get those at several local libraries, at the Flandreau Science Center. We also have some information on KGUN9.com and on my Facebook page as to where you can find those glasses. It's also safe to observe it indirectly by using a projector, if you will, through with a pinhole or binoculars, but you have to do that safely as well. I know a lot of schools are setting that up for the students because this is going to be happening during school hours. The total path, or the path of totality, is that bright white line right in the middle of the country, from Salem, Oregon, stretching all the way down through Columbia, South Carolina. That is the path of totality. Those folks will see a total eclipse of the sun. And you can see the discs there, they're colored in red, yellow, or green, indicating the forecast cloud cover at the peak of the solar eclipse. So for instance, Salem, Oregon is yellow, fair conditions there, good conditions for Idaho Falls, good conditions in Casper and Lincoln, Jefferson City, some clouds there, poor viewing conditions there, but clear skies or good viewing conditions in Nashville. You can see Tucson is highlighted as fair because we are expecting good conditions at the start with just a few clouds rolling in by the end of the eclipse. So here's the breakdown of our chance for rain. It moves back in Sunday, 20%, and now 40% on Monday. Wouldn't you know, that's the day of our solar eclipse. But again, those storms are expected to build in the afternoon and in the evening and should not likely interfere with the morning viewing of our solar eclipse. Temperatures start to cool off too once we get that increase in cloud cover and moisture. We'll be down to 96 Sunday, 94 on Monday afternoon. Follow me on Facebook. Look for Erin Christiansen KGUN. KGUN is in all caps. That is where I have posted a link to the entire page that we have on KGUN9.com. It's easier to find it on my Facebook page. Trust me on this one. You'll want to look for this post with the photo of all the folks wearing those solar eclipse glasses looking up at the sky. You want to click on that, and that will take you to a whole slew of information about what is being called the Great American Eclipse. You don't want to miss this one, folks. And we'll continue to talk about it here on KGUN 9 on your side at 6 and 10 o'clock, and again on KWBA tonight at 9. I hope you'll join us then.